Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 63 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. And today we're going to talk about the secret inside the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. So it's something I want to share with you guys. It's a secret that if you read the book, you will be able to find it, but I'm going to talk about it here. So if you haven't read the book, I recommend you do. So with all due respect, let's get started. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today we're going to talk about day 63 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction, and the topic today is the secret inside the book Think and Grow Rich. The book Think and Grow Rich was written by Napoleon Hill, and it was a condensed version of the law of success in 16 lessons. Nonetheless, the information inside that book is priceless. When you read that book, if you actually study that book, you will be able to find a secret within the book. And Napoleon Hill talks about that towards the beginning of the book, that says if you are able to locate or find this secret, you will be able to get more information or grasp more out of that book or what he's trying to convey than just scanning through it and just trying to read it 100 miles an hour. So that book, if you have a chance, read it and reread it and reread it. A known person, my personal mentor, has read that book for the last, 50 some years. Yes, has read that book for 50 some years and still reading it. So it's very important that you read that book. Napoleon Hill spent about 25 years of his life putting that book together. Actually, the law of success in 16 lessons, but then he condensed it into that. So Napoleon Hill was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at the beginning of the century, 1900s. He was the richest man in the world, and he commissioned Napoleon Hill to find the laws of achievement, and that's what that Think and Grow Rich is. But inside that book, it has a secret, and you have to be able to discover it. If you discover it, then you will be able to grasp and get more information from it. So, what is the secret, Miguel? Come on, just tell me. All right, I will be able to give you that information right now. So, let's get to it. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about you have to define your dream. We talked about that too earlier when I asked you to make a written description of the person that you wanted to become. That's why I asked you to do that. Hopefully you listened to me and you actually did that exercise. It's very crucial that if you have not, that you take the time after this lesson is over, or after this video is over, that you actually go in a quiet place, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and start writing a written description of the person that you want to become. It's very important that you talk about different aspects of your life: health, wealth, and happiness. At least those three things. Try to make sure that you put them into it. Talk about in your written description of the person you want to become, how happy you want to be, how healthy you want to be, and how wealthy you want to be. If you want to include people in your written description, feel free. Okay? So make sure that you do that if you haven't done so. If you did that already, thank you for listening to me. I know you were following me and my advice, and I thank you for that, because we're now going to talk about how to put that into work. Yesterday's lesson, we talked about a little bit of how the mind and how we have a choice to be able to work with the creative process and how to achieve whatever we want. So the next thing that Napoleon Hill talks about in his book is get a burning desire for its achievement. Whatever dream that you have to get a burning desire for its achievement. Now, This book was written in the 1900s, as I mentioned. The English back then was a little different than the English that we use today. So most people, including myself, I didn't know what burning desire meant. So to make it easy and to make it more modern, what Napoleon here was trying to get here is that you have to have belief. You have to believe that you can achieve whatever dream that you desire. That is burning desire. Belief. That is the answer. So what is burning desire? The answer is belief. Okay? So definitely you have to have belief. Now, the question is, how do you create belief? It's not something that you get automatically just out of thin air. And you're right. You have to create it. Remember when we were talking about the stick person and how the subconscious mind learned when we were little? Little did we know, our conscious mind was wide open. We didn't have any reasoning. We had the reasoning factor, but it was not yet developed. So every information, everything that we were fed by our parents, teachers, family members, TV, radio, etc., all the information that was coming down here, we were not able to analyze it and make sure that we were thinking about if this information coming down was negative or was positive. So all the information that we got when we were little, it was just getting stuck and getting put in here. Now, how many times did we attempt when we're trying to learn to skate? Or how many times did we attempt when we wanted to learn how to ride a bike? How many attempts did you do before you actually did it? I don't know, 20, 15, 30? Many, right? Many attempts you tried and tried and tried and tried until you finally got it. Well, guess what? You created the belief that you can ride the bike or you can skate by actually doing the action over and over and over. Your conscious mind, you wanted it to do it. Your subconscious mind was not ready for it until you actually did it over and over and over and over and over again. That's how you learn how to ride a bike. That's how you learn how to tie your shoes. That's how you learn how to skate and drive a car, etc. Okay? So now, let's put that into perspective. How do we put this belief about the dream that we want and how to achieve it? We follow the same pattern, guys. And how do we do that? Do you recognize these little cards? If you have access to these little cards, please make sure that you get some. I think they're called 3x5. Okay? They're little cards like this and you can actually write stuff in it. Okay? So make sure that you write this and you concise whatever dream that you have into this little card and carry this card with you. Make sure you put it in your pocket, your purse, and you actually read it throughout the day. In the morning, in the afternoon, at lunch, when you go to the restroom, at all times, you have to read your description of what you want to achieve. That's it. That's the goal. You are replicating your attempts. You are replicating your tries. When you were trying to learn how to ride the bike or how to ride the car, drive the car, that's exactly the same thing. You are reading your description. You are actually putting feelings and emotions into it. Don't just read it. Make sure that you actually, when you read it, you feel it, that you actually already have it. You feel that you already achieved this. That is the goal. You have to put emotions into it. Remember what I mentioned yesterday, guys, about feeling good? That's exactly what this card should make you feel. Make you feel good about it. Whatever you write in here, it's your goal. And whatever you put in here, you will put into your subconscious mind. If you do what I just asked you to do. I cannot make you do anything, guys. Trust me, you are a grown-up and I cannot make you do anything. But I'm suggesting. I'm sorry if I use the wrong word. I'm suggesting these things, okay? I'm suggesting that you do these things, because that's the only way we can learn and get rid of the negative old paradigm being a combination of habits. We can have to get rid of this conglomerate of bad habits that we have in here. Most of us think negative all the time. All the time, automatically we just think negative. Something happens, boom, the negative thing comes into your mind. Something happens, boom, the negative thing comes into our minds. Okay? So that's exactly why, and that is the secret inside the Think and Grow Rich book. Put it on a piece of paper, write it down, read it as often as you can, and believe it, feel it. Write it on the present tense. Don't write it in the future tense. Write it on the present tense, and when you read it, feel it. Feel it that you actually get it. Another thing that I heard from my mentor is the following. It totally didn't make sense, but I want to throw it at you, and I want to make you think about it, and tomorrow I'm going to give you the answer. Here is what my mentor told me. When your attitude is right, the facts don't count. Yeah? When your attitude is right, the facts don't count. Think about that, guys. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. And hopefully you will understand what I'm trying to make when I say when your attitude is right, the facts don't count. Thank you very much, guys. Today was day 63 of the 90-day challenge. We talk about the secret inside the Think and Grow Rich book. If you have any friends, relatives, or co-workers, anyone that you think you will benefit from this, please let them know what we're doing here. I hope that I'm creating some value for you guys. We spent already 12 minutes together. Hopefully you're getting some information out of this, and hopefully you're putting it into work. Thank you for being with me for the last 63 days and today 12 minutes. I really appreciate your time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and let everybody know what we're doing here if you think there will be some value for them. Thank you once again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.